we are back, episode 31. Joe Coombs, Alex Sherman, welcome back. Fellas, Joe, welcome back.
Thank you, man.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Take the summer off of the podcast. I thought your hair was going to grow back maybe a little, but I was wrong.
Yeah. I'm not sure that that's happening. I do work for you. You know that.
Right. How was the summer?
Summer was good. Spent a lot of it just at home with my family. I don't I don't get to live with them during the winter. I mean, my kids are all in 3 different states.
Yeah.
I don't see them a lot, so spend some time at Grandma's house in Canada, and mostly just around New York and where we live, and didn't travel very much other than a couple times for my son's stuff, and then of course for our own team. And other than that, I spent the summer at Chautauqua Lake and doing nothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many rounds of golf did you get in?
13.
That's it? Or is that a lot? You got 13?
No.
I was going to say.
Probably
13.
300?
How many days are in the year? How many
Play
days?
3 times a day.
365 in a year.
No, probably 35.
That many.
Yeah.
I haven't
Well, Saturday and
played
Sundays at 8 a.m.
35 rounds
once
in
a
my
week.
life.
You haven't played 35 times?
I don't
Wednesday
think so.
afternoons and twice, and then Saturday and Sundays.
Well, good for you. Well,
Yeah. Saturday.
did you
and
golf
Sunday.
at all this summer?
I played once.
It's too hot to play. That's why I don't.
There's just no
live-
shade here.
No,
There's no shade. It's
Joe,
hot.
you've once said like this is the sunniest place you've ever been.
It is
Probably is.
honestly.
Phoenix.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Honestly, okay. So here's the thing. So it is one of the awesomest places you'll ever live too. But there is no clouds.
Yeah.
And there is no trees.
Yeah.
So when you play golf here, you literally get out of your car and you're in the sun, and you don't get out of the sun until you get back in your car, or the 19th hole. However, I'm not like I'm really.
You're a white
Like
guy.
I was a redhead, I have 2 redheads, and we're very, allergic to the sun, I suppose, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of the sun. I like the sun. I love the sun, and it makes people happy. It makes me happy. But being in it at that magnitude, like I played 9 holes of golf twice last year, all winter. I think I think Torrey London played 30 times.
Well, it's
I played
definitely,
twice,
definitely a
but-
good place to live if you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
golf.
for
If
sure.
if you're not allergic to the sun,
Yeah.
I'm certainly, I'm allergic to it too.
Like it makes you happy. Like
Yeah.
there's
It does.
it's a
Oh,
proven
sure.
fact that you get up in the morning and you're a happier person when the sun's up, and that's fantastic. But like I was down the ice this morning, and I'm looking outside, and I'm like, why am I even questioning what it's doing outside? Like I get up in the morning and I'm brushing my teeth, and we have these blinds that are in our windows, they're not outside of them, and I just open it, and I'm like, okay, what kind of day is it?
Yeah.
And then there's no reason to do that here.
No.
It's just
sunny. Like how hot is it going to be?
Yeah. Right?
But so judging compared to last summer to this summer, it's much cooler.
Much cooler.
Much
Cooler.
cooler.
Oh yeah, like I don't know what
How
the
about this
statistic-
morning? It was 61 degrees.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock this morning, it was 61 degrees.
Yeah.
Like, and I wore a hoodie today because I knew we were going to change up the set and do the
And,
podcast
yeah.
here a little bit.
You
Because
needed a hoodie at 6 o'clock.
when I
Yeah.
walked out, I was like, man, I actually kind of need this.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, and then yesterday it was raining, and when it started getting a little foggy in here, and I said to I think it was Wolfie, I go,
It's
I
raining.
bet you it's raining out there, and it was just a little
Poured.
bit, and then it poured, and it was
like,
It's rained in 2 years. It's rained 9 times, I think.
twice for this weekend.
yeah.
No, that in the last 2 years. Now since I've been back, I think that's the third time.
That's
it
the
rained.
third time, yeah.
I think it's the third time it's rained. Which-
Beautiful though.
Oh yeah,
I love
And
it.
especially
Yeah,
when you
I'll
don't
take
get it.
And humidity here, what people don't understand, and what I laugh at talking to Herm, like he's like, well, when it's over 55% in the rink, the ice is bad, and I'm like, I live in 65,
Yeah.
like minimum 65.
Oh, yeah.
I live in, and like when I lived in Philadelphia,
Well,
it was
we're
like
the rink is
93%.
not blessed with dehumidifiers, unfortunately.
No,
Unfortunately.
You know what I mean? But we manage for the month of September. We always have to,
then we have
deal
the
with
best
the element
ice
a
in
little
the
bit, and
country.
then it's
And then
better
it's-
than Edmonton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like, I know,
unbelievable.
and we're actually getting. Well, shit. Now that I said it, we're gonna be redoing the ice here when you guys are when you guys are out of town and when the NA3's out of town.
I knew that.
Did you know that?
Well, in
But
fact,
then it wasn't a secret.
I
Yeah,
thought
no.
it was.
I thought it was coming out
4.
this summer.
I thought it was coming out like next week, and then
right.
And then
So it'll come
and then
out-
Jay, I was talking to Jay and Andreas yesterday. Oh, that was Jay.
Oh,
Dr. Sharp.
Dr. Sharp was out a couple days last weekend with a sprained ankle.
He fell getting in and out of his Rolls Royce.
No, but the story goes he tripped and fell in a hole that his dog made at his house, and so anyway,
He's the only person that would happen to.
So he's standing in front of me the other day. He's standing in front of me the other day, and he has no idea who's calling, but he still answers the phone. Hello, this is Dr. Sharp.
He's such a character, man. We talk about him all the time, and we love him. And please, the listeners out there, please know that we're not talking out of pocket. You know what I mean?
He's standing right there.
He's right there.
Hello, Dr.
But yeah, I know he's Dr. Sharp. We haven't talked about him all summer.
No.
You know, and
Oh my God,
He's been flying
I
under
talk
the radar.
to him, weekly, and the things that would come out of his mouth, well, it's unbelievable.
you know, like I'm
awesome.
extremely disappointed in myself because, you know, we have Livebarn, we have access to it. We counted one year where he would have fallen over 100 times, just based on simple
helmet rule
math
for the
on-
Zamboni drivers.
He's like he's freaking wearing a 6-point belt on there. You know?
When I was recruiting this summer, I was at the national tournament.
100 and some.
I was at the national tournament in Oakville, and everybody that goes on the ice, I don't know if it's across Canada. I haven't been to a hockey game in Canada in years, you know. And even the guy driving the Zamboni has to have a helmet on. I kid you not.
What about the piano player?
And I'm literally sitting there thinking,
Does he have to
Jay's
wear a
driving
heifer?
the- No, there's no.
Well, I mean,
He's got the
everybody else
little
does.
cases.
So, like, is he grandfathered
He had
in
one of
or
the
what?
half cages on.
He's got the wire cage,
No.
or he's got his.
No, I was laughing, and the gentleman, which was really funny. I'm walking out of the rink, and this guy, he's staring at me, and I walk past him, and I'm like, God, I should know that guy, but I didn't. So I come back, and it's near the end of the game. There was 3 games in a day, and I was in between the 2 games, and he comes over, and he says, "Hey man, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm good." He says, "You remember me?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "We went to high school together." I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, and then we got talking, and then of course it clicks in who it is and the fun we had, you know, like. But it wasn't.
It's crazy.
Exactly, like it was awesome. But yeah, they have to wear helmets to drive the Zamboni. Not the guys moving the ice
You're right.
the net.
Yeah.
The
Not the
driving
guys with the
Zamboni.
blades on their feet.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
But so speaking about Zamboni, obviously the ice is back. Players are in town.
Yes.
Yep.
I know
That
this is
started
day
yesterday?
2,
Yep.
so to speak. What do you think so far? Sure, I'm going to start with you.
Thanks.
The new guy, so to speak, on the NA team.
Well, I was supposed to be a healthy scratch today, but got the
Yeah, he got called
got
up
called
again.
up
eh?
again,
He
so-
got sent down and called up.
Hey, get
Getting
used
sent-
to it, man.
I'm just all over the place.
It's going to be like, hey, you're in. You know.
Hey, if I got a shot, I'll take it. I'll give it my all. Okay.
I liked your response to my text, so it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
nice.
thought so.
Yeah, man.
I thought so. But
But I heard you were thinking you were going to get set up for something today. Is that true?
well, it's coming at some point, so
It
I
is
just
coming.
figured I'd ask. And
I sent you guys
be
some stuff
prepared.
yesterday
Yeah,
that's
I'm
pretty
sure.
fun.
Here's what it is.
I was driving out of the parking lot, and he says, "Hey, can you send me a picture of your face?" So I stopped the car in the middle of the parking lot. I'm wrapped in my seatbelt, and I got, "Yeah, sure, here you go." And he's like, and next thing you know, I get this guy.
Well, you know when you get a new toy, right?
Yeah, you got
I was
a
just
new
like,
toy.
shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like a kid in the candy store. I'm like, hey, Joe, send me a picture of your face. Well, how close? It doesn't have to be right up there, but just give me a shot. And I have one of you, obviously. And I
course,
use
yeah.
that particular one with your marshmallows in your face.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what you call it? Sherm got Sherm after you talked the other day. I went in and I sent him down. I literally walked in. I was like, Sherm, you're out. You're sent down. You're down in the minors. You're like,
Yeah.
this is not an option.
You know, you didn't
And
cut it
I
over
was
the
like,
summer.
You know what?
Conditioning.
He's the
Hey, you know what?
happiest guy I've ever seen to get sent down.
You don't like doing the
And then
podcast?
this
I like
morning-
doing the podcast.
And then this
but
morning-
you told me last week that I wasn't doing it, so I checked out.
Well, you know, I like to play with your emotions.
They're right here. Just go right ahead.
But he got sent down, and then this morning he literally was like, Jesus Christ. He says, I got called back up.
You know, it's a good thing it's in the same building.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
not traveling.
But anyway, what are your thoughts so far? Day 2.
So far, so good. Honestly, I think we have more than maybe we thought we had. Obviously, time will tell with that.
Right? Yeah.
But like, I think there's guys that are going to surprise us, and there's a couple guys that maybe we had higher hopes for that maybe aren't there yet. But for the most part. I think it's a pretty solid core, a bunch of good kids. Yesterday was really good. Today was a little bit rough, but
I wasn't good today.
It was, it was a big teaching day today, and it's stuff that the newer guys haven't learned yet. So
Well, as long as every day or every game
Yeah.
or whatever, you're getting better, taking steps, right? That's the idea.
For sure.
Joe, you said you weren't good today.
No, we move everything back at this time of year, so usually you need 10 or 15 minutes before practice. Now we're 30 minutes before practice, and I ran over like 42 minutes. And then now we're off 7 minutes, and then not that you're timed, but we're timed
Routine.
in the amount of day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think we had 13 drills today, and we audibled 2 where we didn't do them for the sake of time and just focus on what we felt we needed to get to. We had something, introduction to penalty kill at the end of practice, which we didn't get to at all, which is fine because it was literally an intro. It was just a quick walkthrough. We did some video this morning. No big deal. But when you stop and teach, it just takes time where, in 3 months from now, these kids know this thing. They know the expectation, and things have a tendency to flow a little bit better where guys are in it, where when you're stopping and starting, it's just, and that's maybe on me. I can maybe find a better way to, but I usually just stop and go over and talk to one individual, but everybody else is standing there. Like I don't keep the flow of the drill going because I want to watch the drill as it's happening.
Right.
So
Yeah.
It was good. We were good yesterday. They were fine today. They really were.
Yeah.
We went to have some fun at the end of practice, and a couple of guys hadn't listened to the drill and screwed it up. So they got a little bit more exercise for 8
we
minutes
had fun.
than they probably wanted, but
we had some fun.
I
but
wanted
they didn't.
I wanted them to have some fun, and they didn't want to. So they got 8 minutes worth of sweating, and they're done for the day now. So they'll all go home, have a bite to eat, and have a nap. So
Maybe go golfing.
yeah, you know what? There's a couple.
It's back in the day when we played junior, like when I played in Humboldt, I didn't have a golf course.
No.
You know what I mean? And I think we practice at 3 p.m. because guys are going to school. But I think our practice time was like 3 to 5.
Yeah, that's what ours was.
Which is great because after when I was 18 playing, after my first semester, I was done school, and then it was I'm just gonna live the life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Making $50 a week, frick, man. No, I was making $50 a month my first year junior.
$50 a month.
Yeah, man. Just enough to fill up my car and take myself out to dinner.
I used to buy $50. I used to get $42. No, $72.56 every 2 weeks. It was $80 in your taxes, and you used to buy gas, pack of Players Light, and some beers.
And you had to borrow $5
Right?
for
You used
GST.
to smoke on the bus back then and everything else. And now they wonder when I walk in and I'm like, hey, can you just check your phones over there? And they're like,
Put them over there.
what?
How
And I'm
how
like, this is
times
my
have
idea of
changed.
meeting you halfway. I just need 2 hours of your time.
Yeah.
After that, you can do whatever you want with them. But they're like, well, why? And I said, well, we never had phones. We used to smoke on the bus.
Yeah, no, it's obviously times have changed,
Yeah.
man. But I would say for the better. Well, I don't know if I'd say for the better.
In some
things,
aspects,
it's we've talked about it before. These
Yeah,
days,
the back checking isn't nearly as effective
shoot,
when you
man.
don't have Players Light smoke in your lungs.
I don't see it in my contract where I need to back check.
Yeah.
I don't see it there. I'm a north kind of center ice
Or
kind of
check,
guy.
back check, paycheck, right?
I don't know if you heard, but I scored 75 goals at Pop Bay. Just throwing that out there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
So a couple days are going good. Guys were at the gym yesterday. Obviously, that went well. Christian's back
Christian
in the
ran
mix.
it, yeah.
What an amazing interview.
He's
so
awesome.
Christian, get fit, man. You're awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Awesome dude.
Awesome guy. Wonderful family. Military raised. Unbelievable guy. We are lucky to have
his
him as
dog.
part of. Oh, she's
Oh,
the
yeah,
cutest thing ever.
Adorable little thing.
Oh my God, we went to lunch with him
Yeah.
when I was in town in August, and he brought her with her, and she's the cutest kid. I don't know.
So
She could have
shy,
a bottle
but
of
like,
the baby
yeah,
jar.
just-
Like she's
Yeah, right now.
like she's only what 2 now? Yeah, 2. She 2.
probably,
I have
if not
no
pretty
idea.
close.
She's pretty
Yeah.
close to it.
Cute
But he brings her all the time, and they're always up top.
Always
and-
upstairs.
loves it.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah,
That's
he was
cool,
telling me
man.
all about it when we had lunch. Yeah.
What
That's
was,
awesome.
And his parents have that cheesecake place.
Yeah,
What's
so
that
the
called?
cheesecake place the place
Oh,
on the
it's so
corner
good.
of it's downtown.
It's like
You come down Mesa, all the way down Mesa,
Yeah.
and there's a little the market. Is it called the market?
It's-
There's
no,
like
the-
there's a
Yeah, maybe the
taco
market.
place in there, and then there's a couple empty
It's
places.
like a food hall. There's
Yeah,
like
it's a food
3
hall.
or 4 different restaurants in there, and they
Yeah,
have a cheesecake shop.
Yeah, I
and
have
it's
no idea.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It
I
was-
wish I knew the name.
What did I buy? I bought
The
2
Oreo.
pieces.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
you
think
ate it
I
and
think
Jay
I
ate it because
both.
I left and Jay called me and I said, "Eat the cheesecake in the fridge. You're hungry." And he
still
did,
wanna-
but I think it was a $20 piece of cheesecake.
Oh, they're like it's like 55 for a whole one, but it
They're
was
unbelievable.
I would
Well worth it.
Yeah.
I would pay 55 for it.
I'd pay
Well, that's a good
$55 to
call.
watch Jay eat a corn on the cob. I'm just telling. I'm sure you guys would too.
There's some ribs.
Anyway, so season's coming up quick. September 13th, you're on the road, Colorado. You know, I know they're obviously going to be a little bit different this year for sure. I would,
They're gonna be a
I would
much better
assume
hockey.
they would be. You know, I being around here
We
year
beat
one.
that hockey team last year 12 times,
That's 24 points.
and we're not getting 24.
No, heck no. They'll be a lot better. The trainer's no longer there, eh? Went
No,
up
he
to the
went to
USHL,
Youngstown.
yeah.
Yeah,
he went to
he was
Youngstown.
awesome.
Yeah, he was a great guy too. But so yeah, Colorado Grit, they're going to be a little obviously bit better team this year. I would hope they would be.
Yeah.
You know, so that's going into that, and then that's September 13th. You guys play there
Yeah,
for
13,
3.
14.
You come back here.
No, 2.
2.
2. Pardon me.
Two.
2 come back.
Should be 3. That's why you're thinking it should be.
Don't get me started, Joe. Why you?
Yeah, let's hear
Why
it.
you
Hey,
rattling?
You rattled me by saying
You know
3.
what? Why don't we just do the complaint corner right now,
Yeah,
and
we'll
you
do
can
the
just go
complaint
ahead.
corner right now.
Yeah,
just
we're
gotta be
going to
careful.
Colorado for 2.
Yeah,
All right?
should be freaking 3. But let's just add another trip in there and spend another $7,000.
Yeah,
Everyone's
another
got deep
13 grand.
pockets around. it.
Apparently.
But you know, I know there's no perfect schedule. You know, last year we didn't have a good schedule at the beginning, and it worked out for us. This year, obviously, it's probably even worse to a degree, with the exception of not coming back, and just heading straight to the showcase after. Was it Shreveport? Yeah,
yeah,
Shreveport.
Shreveport.
And then after Shreveport, you do Blaine, and then Blaine, you go to Corpus, and then
No, Colorado.
See, I don't
And
even
then we
know.
come back here for one
And then
against
you-
Lone Star.
Colorado and back. 26 hours. 14 hours to Shreveport.
What do you mean 26 hours?
Round trip.
It's 13 hours round trip.
That's a long
Okay?
time.
14 hours to Shreveport.
So that's
Hey,
28.
Ron there. He's adding all these up.
Hey, Ron.
right? 26, 14, 18, 13, 13 to play 9 hockey games.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
to it.
Piece of cake.
17
No,
days?
Yeah.
what,
You're gonna have to bring your rubber donut out, Jones,
Yeah.
to help yourself out.
Oh, I'm bringing my donut. Oh yeah, so I can sit on it. Yeah. Fistulas don't work well. No,
There it is.
no, they. You know what? With the group we have, I'm comfortable with that schedule. Not happy. There's a difference.
Yeah.
However, what I've learned in the last 2 years, and it's still going to be in the complaint section.
Just chalk that up at 1930, bud. We might have to pull that out of there.
Yeah, league
But
opportunity.
but yeah. Anyway, it is what it
This man's
is.
going to die.
But anyway, so start the season off. It'll be
My
interesting for
headstone's
sure.
already over there. I don't know. It's hanging here somewhere.
It's good to have. I see what you guys do to me. You know what I mean? Bring out the best of me, or the worst, whichever you want to call it.
For everybody involved,
I got a lot.
including team presidents.
I got a lot of things to say, Joe. We'll just make this a session. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Start of the season, you know, get to Bladen instead of playing 4 games, it's 3, which is great. That was some of the concern over the past several years, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, but I was. You opened the can of worms here, so you opened it. I'm going with it. You say and there has been communication over the number of years, right? That 4 games is too many, which it was. It was too many 10 years ago. But now they didn't have a choice but to come off 4 games because there's too many teams. Oh, sorry, didn't mean that. There's 35 teams.
Or ice availability.
Yeah, we need the whole new rink, and there's 9 rinks in the building.
You're playing that forwarding.
Oh, we're bad.
Extend
We
it
should
to-
not. This is probably not a positive episode right now, but I
It is
love
what
it.
It is, man. Like, you know, we're not hammering on anybody. It's just one of those things. It's tough with this many teams. Anyway, we're going to open up a completely different can of worms that we don't want to go down because it'll take us 3 hours to get through it. But
I can
boys
sum
are
it up
back.
in about 5 words.
Joe, I already get enough phone calls on you. You know what I mean?
I know. I know. I'm losing friends.
No, you're not.
regularly.
So both teams are back in town, which is great. You know, Aaron, Ron, Ron. You know, you're getting a taste of it. You know, we were watching today a little bit. You say you're a hockey fan, which he is, believe it or not, because he's bringing up some stats last week that I had to question him on, but he knew his stuff. Remember?
Yeah, but he was wrong on the home run thing.
Yeah, but baseball's not really a sport
No,
anyway.
I'm just saying. I'm just calling him out. He was wrong on the baseball.
It's kind of like roller hockey.
Oh, roller hockey.
Nah,
Come
dude,
on,
it's
that's
not
where.
a-
That's
not
where,
a-
that's
Here we
where
go,
North
here we
American
go.
League legends go to extend their
Oh,
careers.
They come here and play in the ARL. Who you kidding?
Dude, I tried to get you out of retirement and playing that. I was all in.
I'm in.
Sherm was in.
Let's-
Eddie was
Mikey-
in.
Mikey's
Mike
in.
was the
No,
only
man.
one. Well, Mike's in, yeah, but Mike wasn't here when we tried to get started.
Yeah, but
Mike could have
now-
got us over the hump because I think you need how many guys you need? Eight or
He's got
nine?
buddies.
For
We'll
what?
make
For
him-
are you talking?
got
roller,
lots of buddies.
Are you
He's
talking
from
roller
here.
hockey? Or you're
Yeah.
talking ice hockey?
Roller.
Nah, I'm out.
Come
I'm
on.
not playing
Dude,
this.
it's like one push and you're all the way down the ice. You
But
don't even
know
have
what,
to.
Like, it's so hot in the building. That's like, why do you want to get dressed in that?
I don't.
So,
But that's the thing
So
about
no.
rollerblading. You can literally get dressed in your car and you can just skate right into the ring.
can you
Put your cup
skate-
on
can
at
you
home
put
and just
skate
skate
guards
in.
on the wheels?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah. For sure.
really interesting. So,
Just use one set.
right?
I wouldn't
Can I
even
play
take
with
the skate
roller,
guards
like
off.
actual
You'd
roller
have to bend
skates?
over. In fact, inline, I believe they have people that come around and try your skates for you. That's how lazy that game is.
Just put it on the Velcro.
Yeah. Yeah, like these goalie skates.
Yeah,
You
these
seen
goalies. Oh,
skates?
yeah. What are they? Bauer
Pads,
Connects.
too?
Well, the pads have been coming, but these skates now, they don't have laces.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
how
look
that
like
would
ski boots.
They do look like
work. Are they
ski
for
boots.
goalies?
Yeah.
No, they're for Democrats.
Wow.
That joke never gets old. That joke never gets old.
So I was kidding. I'm
We're
gonna get myself
kidding.
in trouble, but
No, man.
the other day, I'm looking, sitting there, and Michael Manzi comes in, and we're sitting there talking, and then a couple other guys come in, and one of the kids across the room yells at him and says, "Yeah, look, I like your new skates." And I turn over, I'd never seen them before. They don't have laces. I just said, "It must be Democratic." I said, "Republicans tie up their skates, Democrats use Velcro." Sorry, I'm kidding.
It's just
No,
a
I'm really
joke,
not.
everyone. Speaking about jokes, that's not a joke, but it's UTEP football. You know, they go to Nebraska. I don't know what they got pumped. You know what I mean?
What was the final score?
I heard, but I didn't. I don't know. What the score-
54-3? No.
47-3.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Okay,
Oh,
40 to
that's
7.
not
They got a
bad.
touchdown. You know why they lost? Because my boy Cade McConnell's not playing. He's not.
What
the
happened?
starter. I don't know. Like Walden transferred in or came in as a
Yeah.
coach, and he brought his quarterback with him. And they were battling all summer for the starting position, and give it to his boy. But Cade McConnell was on our podcast.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
guy,
Well,
man.
maybe the coach was just protecting him.
Could
He
be.
knew that they were going to get pumped.
Helping out
and
with
he's
his
like,
stats, you know what I
let's
mean?
keep this guy.
Let's throw one guy
You
to
know
the
what?
Wolves.
Walden's
Yeah.
a pretty smart guy,
the
so
other guy-
we're gonna go with
We're going to
that.
sheet, yeah.
But $165, $165 million to go there. UTEP got. That's what I read. That's crazy. That's awesome.
1.6.
1.65.
I think.
Million.
Did he just say 165?
Here's our whole budget.
160. Yeah, 165 million. Pardon me. 1.65
yeah, that's
million.
why I was like-
sorry.
Hey,
They
if
didn't
we,
pay
if
almost
we got
200
1.65 million, sure, double your salary.
Yeah, man. 1.65 million
Double mine.
dollars.
Double his.
1.65 million.
That's a nice number.
But that's
Worth it.
what
I'd
a lot of
lose
those big
100 to nothing for that.
So when I lived in Kansas, I lived in Kansas City Topeka, Kansas City for a long time. My wife went to the University of Kansas. That University of Kansas basketball program, and so when you look at schools like Michigan and these other Big Ten schools, University of Kansas basketball
Yeah.
pays for every single thing athletically in that school. That's the kind of money they make. So
Yeah.
what does Michigan?
Oh, yeah.
Like Michigan's hockey team makes money.
God.
Their basketball team would make money.
Yeah.
Like the money that so that's why I think when you look at these players getting paid now, and it's not necessarily the school paying them because it's not. It's a totally separate entity. But
Well,
you
you
can
look
see
at.
why.
Well, yeah. Here's a good example.
No one's getting
NIL
paid.
money, but like in Colorado with the Buffaloes, with
Yeah.
Deion Sanders and his kid,
He's
making
already $5 million, right?
But he's already bankrupt. There was someone in the news saying he's already bankrupt. He went and bought a house and all these fancy cars.
The kid?
Yeah. I don't know how true that is because you just hear it on social media, but I heard that.
Well,
Well, if it's on social media, it must be true. It's like putting it in the Googler.
Just put it in the
Right?
Google.
Put it in the Googler.
Ask
or whatever.
Jeeves.
We should come up
You
with
probably
something.
don't
Ask,
know what
I
Ask Jeeves
do.
is.
I do.
ask
I
Keel.
do.
That should be the new Googler.
Ask me. You'll get the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, so UTEP's 0-1. They're back here this weekend. Hopefully, Cade McConnell's starting, guys.
Yeah.
How's
Hey,
Head Coach
are you? What they play Saturday?
Saturday.
What time?
I have no idea.
Wait, what did they play last week? No, did they play Thursday?
No,
I think
no,
they
no.
played Thursday this week.
When do they play? Because you said you were going AA, Ron.
Saturday?
What time?
Who they play?
7:05.
I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Oh,
So you're not really a fan either.
I don't get to.
Yeah, you do.
But so
you'll be in the
anyway,
dunk
UTEP's in
tank.
town, so that hopefully they can pull it
What?
out. Who are they?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Let me know how it goes.
Well, I've never been. I've been
Yeah.
to
Never
some.
been to a game.
Not
I've never
football.
been either. And
No,
I had tickets to the,
I'm a season ticket volleyball season ticket holder.
I had tickets to the Sun Bowl game.
Hey,
but then I got
my
sick,
daughters,
so I
my
didn't go.
daughters grew up playing volleyball.
I'd rather watch grass grow.
Oh my God, volleyball is a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. It's a great team game, and it's athletic. I love it. And there's no men's volleyball anywhere in the country. And I've gone to some games because the girls here are really good.
Yeah,
No,
they
I like the-
went
I've
on a
been-
run
I've
I've
last
been
to
to a
year.
back-
basketball
they
game.
support the run.
I'd rather watch paint dry and go to a basketball game, but the volleyball team, like those girls, man, they got some hops, man. They can play.
They made a run
I'm not
last
gonna
year.
yeah, they
I
did,
watched
and they're
it-
going to
I
be
watched
even
it
better this year.
during the Olympics, and it
Okay.
wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they're good. They're good, and it's fun. It's an unbelievable.
When does it start?
Not for another month, 2 months. It's same as
Oh,
basketball.
So yeah.
But
Hopefully
that
UTEP basketball.
gymnasium is unbelievable. The history in it
Oh yeah.
is absolutely phenomenal. That's where originally I would assume the basketball team played, right?
Yeah.
Now they're at the big one, but like that is an awesome.
Well,
place.
Don Haskins, obviously, there's
Yeah.
a legend
Yeah.
in itself right there, right? I'm sure you guys have seen
Texas
the movie.
Western.
And,
But I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
go. So
Oh,
then
Bobby
next
Joe
week
Hill.
Oh yeah.
We can talk about it.
Bobby Joe Hill was one of the main guys, right?
Yeah.
So when I retired from playing, I worked at Costa Ford, and Bobby Joe Hill was a car salesman there, and I didn't know who he was. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but
Good
there
guy.
was, oh my god, unbelievable, the nicest guy. This older gentleman, slender, always wore a top like a Kangol hat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And just cool, man. Just a cool dude.
Boston Scully.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And just talking to him, I'm like, man, does this guy ever work? But he sells the most cars ever. You know, and they're like, that's Bobby Joe Hill. I'm like, who's Bobby Joe Hill? You know, stupid
Yeah.
Canadian guy.
Canadian
I'm
guy.
from Calgary.
You know, stupid Canadian. But yeah, man. And he wouldn't even talk about it. You know what I mean? He was just, he knew I played with the Buzzards at the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, that's a tough sport. That's a cool sport. I'm like, cool, man. Like, I don't like basketball. But man, was he an incredible human being.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's no longer with us. But
No, he's not. That was always my question. I didn't.
great human. Great human.
But that's what he did. He sold
Yeah,
cars, eh?
sold cars, man, and just sell ice to an Eskimo, like literally, like he was just
Yeah, just a
you,
good
you
guy.
just want to go
Yeah.
in and sit down
Yeah.
and talk with
Oh,
him for an hour, and
That's
you know,
awesome.
And
That's
hear his
awesome. That's
stories,
cool.
and yeah, it was a
Did he
great.
play in
night.
the NBA?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
He was just-
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know, but he was obviously one of the focal points of that starting, you know, of UTEP when they won. But what a great movie. But
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
So UTEP football this weekend, Saturday. Cade McConnell, let's go, buddy. Pull it up, man. Do what you got to do to get in there, pal.
Got to do it.
Come here. We can toughen you up a little bit. He's a good dude, though.
Yeah.
There's Super Mikey Rivera there in the
Super
background.
Mikey
We all know
Rivera.
boys
So the
now.
NA3 is out right now. So we're kind of just doing that with just because of the weather and whatnot. And starting Thursday, I guess.
Yeah,
it'll be
Thursday.
back to normal.
Yeah.
They'll go 7:30 to 9:30 and 10 to 12, and guys will be done for the day.
Yeah.
But we look forward to the season coming. I know for the viewers out there, we're going to have a different look. We're going to see what this backdrop looks like, guys. Let us know in the comments if you like this or not. You know, with the different background, how everything goes.
Absolutely.
Certainly going to be trying, and there's going to be some new shenanigans coming up in the next week or so.
I'm not eating anything hot. I'm going to let you know that right now.
right? No.
No, not eating anything.
Well, Sherm almost died too.
It was bad. It was,
What?
Well, you
What'd
missed
do?
the bug eating contest. The bug eating contest.
Oh, that was fine.
No.
I did the whole chip, and I thought I was gonna die.
What, you did that chip
Yeah.
contest?
Yeah. Off air.
But it was like
I wouldn't do it.
I did like just a
It-
crumb.
It wasn't my mouth. It was 100% my stomach. It was horrible.
Terrible. And
Like it was burning. Like
It was burning.
It wasn't fun. It
No,
wasn't
like my mouth was fine, my throat was fine, and I thought I was just on fire. It was like
Well,
swallowing lava.
we
It was
certainly
bad.
won't do that again. Well, maybe.
Get,
but no.
we'll get Aaron to do it.
Aaron will do it. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool things coming up on this year's podcast. You know, a lot of different contests we're going to do, and some cool guests coming on. So stay tuned and let us know in the comments section, guys, if you do like this backdrop. We want to change it up a little bit and see what you guys like. I think it's pretty cool.
I got to be honest. My ass is more comfortable on this stool than it is on that couch.
Yeah, well, that couch, dude, like, you know, it's not comfy, man.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not, and you can't,
No.
like, you just sink in it, and
Yeah.
especially when you got a little weight to you. You know, you sink a little bit.
Yeah, I'm 40 down, so
I wasn't taking a
it
shot at
was
you.
our team photo.
Wow. It's like, I got it.
Yeah. No.
I could afford to lose some pounds too. You know what I mean? But it's especially now that
After
we're
our team
gonna
photo,
be
wasn't
getting
a question.
Pepsi involved. Who's Pepsi involved?
Who are those guys?
I brought you a Pepsi the other day, right?
I
from
know
the
you did. I threw it
the
out though. I
store.
never drank it.
Yeah, I know. Lori, he didn't drink it.
Yeah. No.
There's not any more in the fridge either.
Yeah. I got to check that out to make sure you guys aren't doing that stuff. It's bad for you. But anyway, folks, first episode back. You know, start the 24-25 season, and you know, I think I look forward to another positive season in many ways. And you know, Mikey Rivera with the NA3 team, I think he's going to do a good job too, and he'll be on the show as well, off and on. So, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thanks,
having us
guys.
back.
Guys, any-
Look forward to a
any
great season.
Final comments you want to say?
Let's go UTEP. Let's
go
Get
UTEP.
a big W.
Yeah. What's the quarterback's name again? Sorry.
Cade McConnell.
McConnell.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Shout out to Cade McConnell.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on,
go.
bud. You know, I'm gonna send some out and text them.
Oh, I'm gonna be rooting him on. I'm going.
Let's
I'm
go,
gonna
Cade.
I'm gonna go.
We gotta
'Cause-
call somebody
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
gonna go honestly because if the weather stays that it is, it's probably only gonna be like 82 at 7 o'clock,
Oh, yeah.
which is very manageable.
Yeah,
If,
100%.
if it's hotter than 82, I don't think I'm going.
September 20th, NA3 at home. September 13th, NA on the road in Colorado.
Yes.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll put some stuff out on social media for you guys to check out, and make sure you check our schedule. And
We'll see you next week.
we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.
I'll maybe see you next week.
Probably not. Until then, thanks.